The Detroit Lions roster is down to 72, 19 more to come. Hello, everyone. My name is Derek, and welcome to Detroit Lions Syndicate. If this is your first time here, we talk all things about the Detroit Lions, and we make content almost every day, and sometimes you get a bonus video like this one. So if that's your type of thing, subscribe to the YouTube channel. We are about 5 subscribers away from 4,900 subscribers, well within reach of that 5,000 subscriber mark by the beginning of the season, so consider doing so. And if you want these videos, when they're published, to wind up in that notification feed, then ring the notification bell. It is a new day, and by 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time today, the 30th of August, rosters have to be down to 53 men, and the Detroit Lions got an early start. When I made today's video, there were no cuts at the time. Soon as I got off, I found out that Jarrett Davis had been cut, and then they start rolling in, with the last cut coming about 7:30 or so, and that was quarterback Tim Boyle. But before we go any further, let's find out the 8 individuals that are currently no longer with the Detroit Lions. This comes from Pride of Detroit. Wide receiver Khalil Pimpleton. Tight end Devin Funchess. Offensive tackle Kendall Lamb. Linebacker Jarrett Davis. Wide receiver Tom Kennedy. Cornerback Savion Smith. Cornerback Mark Gilbert. And last and certainly least, quarterback Tim Boyle. All right, so let's try to go down this list real quick. There's really not much to say, in my opinion, about Mark Gilbert or Savion Smith. I did give credit to these guys for making the NFL, but Savion was getting Ricky Bobby yesterday. They were actually picking on him. Mitchell was picking on him. Kenny was picking on him. Whatever quarterback was in was picking on Savion Smith. Every time they threw the ball to him, it was almost like the receiver caught it. So I knew he was going to get cut. I didn't know. I had a feeling he was going to get cut. Mark Gilbert, the same thing. Not really much to talk about there. Khalil Pimpleton, it's unfortunate. I think he really had a chance to make an impression, but when you drop a touchdown pass in a game that you're already losing, when what you get paid to do is catch the football and you would have scored a touchdown, you are going to be cut. So he was already on the outside looking in, so he is gone as well. Linebacker Jarrett Davis. Lions, you're tearing me apart. You guys remember that video? Some of you said, hey, he's not even going to make the roster. He's going to be a camp body. My issue was, I think the draft, I don't know if the draft had passed yet, but we knew linebackers was going to be a position of need, and we go get a guy that we whiffed on in the first round. So for me, I'm not surprised. I'm actually excited. Jarrett Davis, he missed a couple of tackles yesterday. He made a couple of plays, but I remember one play he made, he was banging himself on the head, almost knowing that he was going to get cut. So sayonara to Jarrett Davis. I'm sure he'll land on his feet. Okay, so these next 2 individuals, one completely caught me off guard, and the other one I'm actually sad to see go. Both of these guys, wide receiver Tom Kennedy and tight end Devin Funchess. It's sad to see these guys go. And remember last year, our wide receiver room was so bad that both of these guys would have been on the team. Tom Kennedy actually made the team. But this year, I guess we've made such a big improvement, we don't need the services of any one of these guys. And to be honest with you, it's tough to see because Tom Kennedy is super reliable. Like I said earlier, he reminds me of Danny Amendola and Zach Zenner combined. And both of those guys were super reliable. But I think when it comes down to Tom Kennedy, he's not an outside guy. He's not an outside guy. And we got plenty of inside guys. We got Khalif Raymond, who looks like he's going to make the roster. And we also have, of course, the stud Amon-Ra St. Brown. So Tom Kennedy, is sad to see him go. I think we're going to see a lot of these cuts in Hard Knocks tomorrow. And it's going to be kind of tough because Tom Kennedy has become a darling. Devin Funchess is a little tough as well because I still don't think we have that big frame receiver. And DJ Chark didn't do much of anything yesterday. So I hope that one of these guys, if not both, could wind up on the practice squad. But I think for Tom Kennedy, for sure, somebody's going to pick him up. And we could see him, I don't know, in our own division. But wherever he goes, man, to all these guys that left, I hope they land on their feet and they get another crack at their NFL opportunity. You know, at the end of the day, these guys are human and so are we. And we critique their plays just like being on YouTube. People, we put our opinion in front of millions of people. And that's the same thing they do. We get critiqued. We get called names. We get called trash, garbage. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't know football. And we got to keep going, right? Yesterday, it looked like he knew he lost the job. There was a point in yesterday's game where it looked like he knew he lost the job. And I think it came after that interception. He was like, and in my opinion, the rest of the game, he lacked that confidence. And you kind of knew he knew he was gone. Now, I am surprised the Detroit Lions cut him Monday. I thought he was going to come closer to maybe Tuesday. Maybe they pick up a quarterback on the waiver wire or something like that, and then they come out that he's been cut. So Tim Boyle is no longer going to be a Detroit Lion. So as it stands right now, those are the 8 individuals cut. We have 19 more coming tomorrow, and then after that, the Detroit Lions can start to bring certain individuals back for the practice squad. 16 of these individuals will be brought back. Maybe Khalil Pimpleton, maybe Tom Kennedy, maybe Funchess. I don't know. I don't know offhand what the practice squad rules are. So we could see some of these guys. Tom Kennedy, I do not think he makes it to the practice squad, or if he does, somebody's going to come pick him up very, very soon, because somebody could use a reliable, dependable slot receiver somewhere. So I hope all these guys really do land on their feet, even Tim Boyle. It's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of where the Detroit Lions going to go from here with the receiving core and with the quarterback situation. And now we might need another linebacker as well. My name is Derek. This is Detroit Lions Syndicate. Again, consider subscribing, trying to get to 4,900. Hopefully by the time the new day starts and we start getting other cuts, that would be fantastic. We're going to make it to 5,000. I believe that we are by the start of the season. You guys are awesome. Take care of yourself. And as always, go Lions.